new favorite comics in Omaha. I got to see them at an open mic, and then I got to see them at a great showcase they do the first Tuesday of every month at the Pizza Shop. Second Tuesday of every month. That's why I was such a fan. I know exactly. Called the Missing Kitten Comedy Showcase. I saw him on there, absolutely hilarious. You guys are gonna love him. David Icenogle, everybody.
All right, now that we're talking about age, I am 25, I am single, and I don't have kids. And now, one of the weird things is, like a bunch of my friends are having kids, and I have like a bad reaction. I'm like, damn man, that's crazy. I'm like, no dude, we have kids on purpose now. Jesus Christ, give them the program. I couldn't raise kids in today's time. Like, the crazy thing is like the internet, like I remember when I discovered the internet, you know, I was getting into, you start with like sex.com, and you know, the internet says, oh, you're an idiot. And like, I saw my first pixelated murder maybe at like 13. Like, the weird thing is kids grow up with the internet. I discovered the internet, kids have it now. And it's so strange to think that like there's a little boy out there who's seen 2 girls, 1 cup and still believes in Santa Claus. I'm not saying like 2 girls, 1 cup disproves Santa Claus. It's a loose change of Santa Claus. I'm just saying it's super weird. And like another weird thing is like they have information to any questions. Why would you ask your parents? Like they can go to Snopes.com or their friend sends them a picture of an elephant like dunking and they're like, fake! Hold on, I'm gonna get some tooth fairy money. Like, they totally believe it. Another thing is, they're at least lucky because they can find out what words are immediately. Like, there's Urban Dictionary, they basically have to make up slang to keep up with tricking little kids. Like, I would hear things like bomb, and I could ask, like, older kids what it was, most of them would fuck with me, like, in the class, and be like, hey, Miss Anderson, can I use the bomb? And they'd be like, now you can just find it out. Like, there was a time I was really young, and I heard an older kid talking about, like, yeah, I bumped into, like, Wendy, and dude, I almost nut my underwear. And I had no idea what that meant. Just in case you know, it's ejaculating in your pants. I had no idea what that meant. And so I had to use context clues, not Google. But I was like, well, I'm terrified of hot girls. So he probably means like crap in his pants. Like, I bust nuts all the time when I was younger. There was one of my friends who had like a really overbearing mom who would just come in and just peek and see what we're doing. She was really terrifying. And so I told them like, dude, every time your mom comes in a room, I about nut in my underwear. By the way, I think he knew what it meant because we didn't hang out very much. So, speaking of nutting, hi mom. Speaking of nutting, that's really gross because it's true. I masturbate, it's a thing I do, and I don't like it. I hate it. It's awful. It's such a little trick when you do it, and you have like a shame hangover. You like look at the screen. It's like drunk text, but like with women. You're like, oh god, I can't believe, really? And the worst thing is that like I'm not even excited about it. Like I'm not like, this porn's gonna be hot. It's like a condition. Like I go to masturbate like a dude going to a dialysis clinic. Like, here we go. There's the thing I gotta do. And I didn't just masturbate when I was single. Like, I masturbated with every girlfriend I had. In fact, I had a system where I could tell how much I liked her, how long I held off masturbating. Like, there's some couples that they wait for marriage to have sex, and on their honeymoon, like, I'm so glad we waited. I would be like in the honeymoon bathroom suite, like with my laptop, and I'm so glad I waited. Like, just waiting to use it. That's how gross I am. And I had a girlfriend catch me. Now, she didn't catch me red-handed, rosy palmed or whatever. But like, the door was locked, and like, normally I hear her keys jingling, but we just got our dog like a new collar. Fucking dog. And so the dog was outside too, because I don't need that dog judging me. It just looks, the dog gets so confused, because like I play with it, and then I'd be in a room, and like, what the fuck are you? What was that asshole? So anyway, and then I knew she caught me because she did something she'd never done ever. She just went knock knock, like with an inflection of stop doing that with your dick. And like, the worst thing was like we talked about it afterwards. I just had to like pull up stuff and just like, you know, I was a little bit shocked though, because she knew, and I was like, well, how, you know, you came in, there was a door that was shut. Didn't you think it was, you know, cheating or something? She's like, no, not at all. I'm like, okay. Well, why not though? Like, if the door was shut and you heard like moaning and sex noises, and she's like, yeah, I did hear those. And I knew it wasn't cheating because she was enjoying it way too much. Like, that's awesome. So anyway, think about like my dick. I looked down at my dick. I thought about like my dick, like is a pussy. Like my dick, like I look at it, it just kind of hangs there, and it's like I need to go to the bathroom. Hold me. And it's just like I was like, come on, we're gonna do the sex thing. Oh, can you just watch a movie? I had a headache. And like even compared to pussy's vaginas making a baby, my dick just like pumps and it's like, here's the stuff you made the baby. I'm gonna take a nap now. So but anyway, I work near a place like it's Twin Peaks, which Twin Peaks, if you don't know, is like a refined kind of Hooters, which is like a less expired gas station hot dog. And so one thing, like I like beer and like wings and babes or whatever, but like I don't need to be treated like a toddler. Like you look at them, Twin Peaks, get it? It's the booze. And it has a banner that says like the ultimate man cave, which by the way, that sounds like a rowdy gay bar. And it sounds way better than what's out there because it's so weird. Like one of my friends came up and he tried to pull the macho card. He's like, we're gonna go to Twin Peaks, dude. All I gotta say is beer, babes, baseball. And I'm just like, that's the worst alliteration I've heard since the Little West Land. Like, and it's so kind of ridiculous because I saw like a dad taking his son to it. He's like a little tiny son, which is weird. He's like trying to get him ingrained in macho stuff. He's like, yeah, there's gonna be partial nudity maybe and baseball. And it would remind me of, it's like the Miracle Worker, where like she's teaching Helen Keller about water. And he's like, water, water. And she's like, water. He's like that, but he's like, football. And he's like, tits. There's gonna be sports tits. And he's like, fuck off, Dad, I wanna play Xbox. Fuck. I have the internet, don't you know? I don't need to go to Twin Peaks. And the worst thing is I always have a friend that like talks with the Twin Peaks girl. And it's like, dude, I know it's for the the tits and stuff, but I think she's into me, dude. Like he knows it's fake, but he's the one like the Neo in the Matrix, so the top pin, like classic. And he talks to her and it's just the worst conversation. He's like talking to her like, yeah, we're gonna take up the skis this weekend. She's like, awesome. What's your tattoo say? Oh, this just says won't back down in old English literature. And he's like, you know what that word means? I don't know. And it's just this back and forth. And the best part is when he goes to the lobby after he pays. You know what it looks like? It looks like the To Catch a Predator thing. Where the dude comes in with like Kid White Jelly and Capri Sun margaritas, and he's like walking, and then he sees Chris Hansen, and he's like, fuck. And he doesn't go like, fuck, who's that guy? He like knows it's Chris Hansen. He's like, shit. That's what he does. And I'm just like, Except Chris Hansen, it's me. And I'm still going like, really, dude? You thought that was going to work? Well, you thought it was going to work because you had the least awful tap-out shirt? Because, like, you got your soul patch the way you liked it? I know, I'm surprised you didn't get the number with the Limp Bizkit look. I'm surprised you're not rolling in pussy. Rolling. No. So, I don't know, like, I don't believe in soulmates or anything like that, but I do believe in the exact opposite. I believe that there's someone in your life that you are destined to fucking hate. Like, just a perfect person to fucking hate. I knew a guy like that. He was the worst. And the worst thing is, there's plenty of people that are kind of douchey, but you find that one perfect person, that one special person you hate so much, you don't even know why you hate him. Like, if he knew how much I thought about him, he would just be, like, shocked. Like, why do you hate me so much? I'm like, I fucking hate you. I don't know why. He's kind of douchey. Like, he's a really fake person. Like, I'm pretty sure he wasn't conceived naturally. Like, he was, some guy used a fleshlight, threw it in the closet, 9 months later, he came out. Like, I'm not really, like, sure why I hate him, but I do know this. Every time he talks to a woman, or every time he brags about himself, I have, like, a comment that I say in my head. Like, yeah, I'm applying to graduate school, it's going to be great. And I think in my head, I'm like, I hope you apply, and I hope you fail, because I want to fucking make it rain with those rejection letters, you piece of shit. And I'm just, like, sitting there, and he just looks back at me and looks back at him, and I'm just, like, really nice to him. You'll never know. You'll never know how much I fucking hate this guy. I don't know where I was going with that. New stuff, right? I'll leave on this one. So I heard in the news that like Colorado, the Nebraska Patrol is pulling over cars with Colorado plates because weed's legalized. And that's such a strange thing to me that there's 2 big-ass states that have legalized marijuana. It's not like taking a trial run in Alaska and like, fuck it, we'll see how that goes. Is that America anymore? Who cares? Let's just see what happens. Two big ass states, and like nothing really happened. Like when they got legalized, there was people like, stoners unite! And there was like some people grumpy about it, like the mayor of Footloose, conservative, like, I don't like any of this. Is that a mayor of Footloose? Was the town called Footloose? I don't know. But the crazy thing is, if you want to see how not bad weed is, imagine if they legalized a real drug. Like a real drug. Like imagine if tomorrow the state of Nebraska said they were legalizing methamphetamine. There wouldn't be people in the streets like, tweakers unite! And people on the Today Show like, what do you think about this meth thing? No, two things would happen. One, the entire country would be like, what the fuck, Nebraska? And two, at least half of Council Bluffs would move to Nebraska. At least half. Alright, thank you guys.